Hey guys, welcome back to another one of my budgeting videos. I have actually already done this video in its completeness, only to check the time on the video to see if I had enough time to add something else or if I had to do a visa update on a video of its own, only to find that my phone didn't record. So I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to apologize in advance because I'm going to think that I'm repeating something, which I have or am, because I said it when I thought it was recording but it wasn't. But I'm going to be thinking like, oh, I've already told you in this version of the video, but I might not have yet. So if I miss something, I'll add a little note when I'm editing. If I say something in duplicate or apologize for saying something in duplicate, but I actually haven't said it in duplicate, I'm not crazy. I just probably said it the first time I did this video. So this is going to be an update on my digital cash envelopes with an explanation of something that I have done wrong. Shocking, I know, right? But in my defense, it wasn't that I did math wrong this time, so I'm making new and special mistakes instead of the same ones over and over, which could be taken as a sign of learning or just a really stupid human. Whichever one you want to go with, that's fine. Let me show you really quickly. I'm going to bring you up to date on where they're sitting right now. So the last time I did a video regarding my digital cash envelopes was like up here at the end of October for these dates. So in case you're new, my cash envelopes are digital, as I keep saying. So the money is all sitting on a prepaid MasterCard, except for Striker's column. He's my cat. His money is kept digitally and in cash form, and the digital money is kept somewhere separate than all of these. So we're not going to be discussing him in this video. We're just going to be discussing groceries, miscellaneous fund, physio, and transportation. And this little mistake right here, which I will get into. So let's just go with the groceries column. When we last left off, I had a balance of $76.44. I did grocery shopping before I did my budget. So my paycheck was November the 1st, and I did the grocery shopping, I think, on November the 1st, knowing that I hadn't done the budget yet, so I hadn't moved the money over into the cash envelope or onto the prepaid credit card. So instead what I did was I paid with my debit card, so just pulling the money out of the checking account that my paycheck went into. And I only moved over the remaining amount of money for this category. So normally I would have moved over $120. I spent quite a bit of money, so I only moved over $26.81. And then on the 4th, I went to Walmart and spent $30.69. And on the 9th, I spent $5.87 at Dollarama. So my current balance is $66.69. Which this entire column is the whole reason that I did the video today, because I want to go grocery shopping. I put up yesterday a video about meal planning and how I'm using this flyer app called Flip with 2 P's to like price match and try to be a little bit better at finding deals for my groceries. And I needed to make sure, well, not make sure, I needed to know exactly how much money I had in the grocery category so that I can actually in advance figure out exactly what I'm purchasing. Because I put some things on the list that I saw on the flyer that were on sales that are really good, that are non-perishable items, so I could buy them now and then eat them. I don't need them for this week, but maybe for the week after or even like after that. But I need to make sure I have enough money to actually be able to purchase them. So I needed this number. Now, in finding this number, I realized some mistakes that I had made, which I will get to. Miscellaneous, I ended last time in a negative balance, and the same with my fund category. They were both in a negative balance, but I didn't correct them when I was catching this up the last time because I had more money overall on the card than because of the other categories were not in the negatives, they were in the pluses, so they were kind of floating these two categories being in the negative. And so I just told myself I have to be really careful with my spending and not get them even farther into the negative, thereby pulling from, say, the transportation section or the grocery section to cover them. And then when it became like next payday and I was depositing money in, I corrected them. And I did that. I didn't have any expenses, so yay. Physio, I can't change the cost of physio. It's $15.75 per massage therapy appointment. It's for treatment for a neck and shoulder injury from a car accident. The other physio appointments I have are vestibular and kinesiology, and there's no charge for those. This is like an office fee for cleaning and sanitizing the space in between clients. I'll get it all back during tax season, so it's fine. And then transportation, I left it at $66.21. So then when I funded these ones, I brought miscellaneous only up to a zero balance. I normally put $30 in every paycheck. It was negative $32.38, so I put in $32.38 and then just told myself I still can't purchase anything in the miscellaneous column for another 2 weeks because it's only at a zero balance. I wasn't going to give it even more money to fund it to get it into like a plus because I don't have more money to give it. Fun was a negative $14.10. I give it $30 every paycheck. And so that now it's sitting at a positive balance of $15.90. Physio, it's fine that like I pull from it and it goes to a zero balance because I got it timed. So I have one massage therapy appointment per week at $15.75. So I put $31.50 in every payday and then it covers it. So right now it's sitting at a balance of $15.75 because I had an appointment yesterday. I will use that up on Friday when I go, but then Friday will also, but this coming Friday, but then Friday will also be payday. So that will be like, I'll put it to a zero balance, but then I'll immediately be funding it with money for the next 2 weeks. Transportation, this covers not just gas, but also parking, car washes, anything vehicle related. I drive a hybrid though, and I don't go a lot of places because of just my concussion, really. So I don't spend a lot on gas, but I keep it funded. So I put in another $40. So now I'm sitting at a balance of $106.21. So that is where the categories are sitting at. Now, when I did all of this math, really, like I said, only because I needed the grocery amount, I realized I made some mistakes when I was doing some purchasing. So this Walmart transaction for $30.69 was not the total amount of the transaction that went through. Here's the receipt. It was actually $44.06. But not everything that I purchased when I did this transaction actually comes out of one of these categories. But I forgot when I was going through and paying to like divvy out the items and do only the items that come from these categories, like tap that card, and then the other items tap a different card. I did everything under here. So $13.37 of this Walmart transaction are things that are not covered by these categories. And then I did the same thing at Dollarama. I have $5.87 at Dollarama, but also over here $2.25 because the total purchase was, I have the receipt, one second, $8.12, but not everything in that $8.12 comes out of one of these categories. Yep. And then without even like having it being a split receipt, I stopped in at Winners. I was in the mall yesterday picking up something that I had bought online and did as like a store pickup to save on shipping. And when I was there, I was like, I might as well like duck into a couple stores to see if I can find, little bits and bobs for people for Christmas. And I found the present that Striker, that's my cat, is going to give my mom for Christmas. And so I purchased that. But again, it's a Christmas present from the cat to my mom. There is no category for that. There's no category for any of these because they're all sort of Christmas themed type of things, but not Christmas presents. Well, I suppose like the one is a Christmas present, but the rest are like Christmas decorations, or actually, yeah, mostly decorations. So like I just, now I did the total, but I already cleared my calculator because like I said, I did this once before. So $13.37 plus $2.25 plus $10.07 is $25.69 that has been pulled off of this prepaid MasterCard to purchase things that should not have been. So I owe my prepaid MasterCard $25.69 into not even like one specific category, just kind of in general into it, because like I don't have a category that this got pulled from. Now I don't have 100% solution figured out for this yet. I think what I might do, and I don't know, is decide to have miscellaneous actually pay for these in the end. And so because I have like higher amounts in transportation right now to kind of cover the fact that this extra money went out, next payday on Friday when I'm doing my my budget, putting in like having this go from miscellaneous, and so basically putting it back into a negative and then paying the $30 and then only being in the positive by like $4 and change basically, just because I think that's sort of the tidiest way to fix this versus having to like find money from somewhere, find $25.69 from somewhere to then like transfer over to make it up, and like having to track that seems like a nightmare. So that's my solution so far. I don't know if it's the best one. I don't know if there's something really obvious just staring me in the face that I'm missing. I'm kind of hoping there is, and that if I just sit on this for a little bit to think about it, it will come to me. But yeah, so that is a mistake that I have made, and it floors me because it's not really something that I've done before. I mean, I make tons of math mistakes, but I'm not usually pulling out the wrong card for purchases, or at least not this many times in such a condensed amount of time. So I don't know if I was just what's the word? Not confused. I can't think of the word right now, but just, I don't know, like not paying attention, I suppose, is what it all comes down to in the end. But yeah, so the cash envelopes are updated. I have this number, which I will use when I'm calculating out what I'm going to do for my grocery shopping. And I think I have a solution for that, but not 100%. So if you can think of a solution for like a better way to be sort of paying that back and tracking it and whatnot, totally up for hearing your ideas. So I was going to combine this video with an update on my Visa because as we all know, I don't leave a balance sitting on the Visa, but I've been using it for Christmas purchases. So it's sort of like a update on like Christmas purchasing, as well as like my tenant insurance charged onto there right now. So currently my Visa has quite a high balance, and it's causing me, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of anxiety, but I think that's going to be a long enough video on its own. So I'm going to leave this one as is, just as an update to the digital cash envelopes, and say thank you very much for following me with this journey and helping me when I mess things up. And you know, just I'm gonna pretend that you're laughing along with me and not at me when I make really stupid mistakes, because it makes me feel better. I hope you're all having a really great day, and that your cash envelopes, cannot talk, cash spending, your budgeting, and whatever it is that you do for your system, I hope that it's working out really well for you. Thank you. I will talk to you in the next video. Stay safe out there. Bye.